The Lunar Rover was originally used for the Apollo 15 mission to help the Apollo astronauts collect rock samples in the further reaches of the landing site of the lunar module. Well, it was an all-electric car with glorified lawn chairs, and during Apollo 17 it was broken down on the moon and fixed with duct tape. Somehow. Let's find out more about that on the next Vintage Retrospect. Duct tape fixes everything, right? Well, it couldn't be possibly used on the moon to fix things in the harsh lunar environment full of abrasive regolith that got everywhere, and it sucked. Well, there's a weird caveat to this, as duct tape was actually used on Apollo 13 to save the crew from carbon dioxide poisoning. And well, here comes the story of the rover on Apollo 17 and its lunar dust incident. Astronaut Eugene Cernan accidentally tore off one of the rear fenders with a hammer. I guess we can let that pass, as the Apollo training drills didn't really cover walking around the rover with hammers lying around. As mentioned before, lunar dust gets carried up during the moon buggy's journey through the regolith-filled surface. And this caused a nasty buildup without that fender in place. The kicked up lunar dust, which looked like rooster tails, which of course also got into the crew while they drove and obscured their vision. Well, to keep this story short, astronaut Jack Schmitt and Cernan had to come up with a quick plan using the infamous "we need this done with nothing but that," which was used by Gene Kranz during the Apollo 13 debacle. It was decided by Eugene to use duct tape to stick the fender back on. Nope. The adhesiveness was not optimal due to the dust, and the fender fell right off again. So back to the drawing board. But by using 4 laminated landing maps, which the crew really didn't need anymore, they used the maps and folded it to simulate the structure of the fender, and then used the duct tape to adhese at the 2 clamped ends of the optical alignment telescope. Well, problem solved, and this makeshift fender is now a museum piece in Washington, D.C. Well, duct tape really does fix everything, even on the moon. But will it truly fix everything in the future for space exploration? Let me know your thoughts down below. And don't forget to watch the All Apollo Problems video below, as this specific video was a follow-up to that broad overview episode. Also, don't forget to subscribe so that people who think car repairs on the moon were not really a thing are seriously mistaken. And before I go, if you love modern space news, check me out over here at Orbital Edge, where I am a host of a new space show for new space fans. Again, I'm your host Chad, and I will see you out on the launch pad.